Hey YouTube, Musa submitted videos 2617 ELO range, Charm Ninetales double electric, and on first thought I was just like, there's no way this can work, right? Because you got like, first of all you got like nothing for like ground steals, like Steelix. Like I know Steelix will have resisted Dragon Tails on you too, but like that, I guess Ferrothorn's a little still tricky, even though they're resisting the electric, the bug, and still resist this grass. I don't know. So like that's, I don't know if this will work. Triple Shadow, kind of fine. Worried about like who's your safe swap here. Galvantula and Megazone can just like something like a Gligar can just like sweep this team. So I haven't watched the battles. I'm interested just to see here. So we have a Jump Bluff. Again, it would be better if it was Powder Snow, but it's a Charm. So they are farming a bunch. Let's see if you try and catch on something. Because Acrobatics or thing will hurt here. Yeah. Energy Ball. Going to grab a shield. Try and grab a shield. They catch on an Aurora. So that's that's a nice catch actually. Take that resisted. I would do a couple more charms and then Magnezone. Okay, you're just straight staying in here. This is a Meteor Beam. This will take you out. And now you need to go Magnezone. I would have come Magnezone sooner because everything is resisted on Magnezone, right? Your Steel, Rock, and Ice is resisted. So you could have just resisted everything. Holy smokes, though. Yeah, Magnezone is very glassy. Still there. Down a shield. Out comes this. I would immediately get into Galvantula after this. Start taking resisted counters as opposed to super effective. Don't even get the chance because you got taken out. Poor timing by your opponent lets you just get a full move through. You can live one. It is just an Icy Wind. You got to commit to the farm down and come out with 2 moves. Force the shield. I guess counter could potentially take you out. They still get a move and this game's over. Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to like. I think you have to switch out earlier, especially on the lead. This is where you want to see it. Okay, good lead. You can just shield and keep switch because Shadow on Shadow Charmer. This thing is so glassy. You could just stay in here and keep switch. I wouldn't have thrown. Okay. Like at this point, you could have just farmed down. I think. I was not kidding. My mom was positive you could have charmed down because they had to take one of those charms on the sub-ins. Cresselia, get in here. Try and get a lunge off. But now if they're smart, they just try and go 2 shield. I guess they're not smart. I would just try and go, again, you don't know what's in the back yet. But I would have tried to go 2 shield Gligar. Yeah, Electric is resisted. Bug is resisted. Might as well just lower their attack. Shadow Galv chips, though. And I think maybe... this is so tricky because you're so glassy. And I still think that some Pokemon like Steelix and stuff are going to cause you a lot of problems. But it seems like your ability to just like nuke with Galvantula and Magnezone, like those resisted lunge did so much to a Gligar. So I feel like you're just in a okay spot just to nuke a lot of stuff, even if it's resisted. So Wild Charge will take them out here. Latios have not seen one of those. Okay. Beautiful one. Clearly this is one that I did not see in the this is one I did not see when I was editing because what I do is I like start the battle and then I go like a minute and a half in to see where the ending is. Clearly I did not see where the ending was there. Okay. Annihilate. Good lead. They'll get out into an Empoleon. So obviously shield. Does Galv have that much more oomph with the Shadow to just Volt Switch these? Yes. The answer is yes. So Nihilape's going to come in. The question is, do you even try to bait with lunge or you just go straight discharge to like chip it? And it is a carving, so you were just going to go straight discharge. Yeah, again, oh no, Magnezone's going to wall this, so that's fine. I was like, what if, aren't you killed with Galvantula Ninetales against this because you're double weak to rock too? Yes, but Magnezone will very, very easily handle this. It'll still chip your Shadow, right? So it'll still do an okay amount of chip. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Out comes the Annihilate. Get the full farm. Just going to shield because you know you can charm. Yeah, Charm's still resisted or not. Charm's not resisted on thing. So this will still chip. This will still probably grab a shield. The question is, can they get the farm down before you? Probably not. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Mantine. So you have 2 electrics, but this is not a terrible lead. But yeah, instant swap, Galv. They've got to have an answer to this. Okay, so there's your water. There's your fire. Baiting, assuming that they're going to keep switch. Oof, risky. That's why you never bait. Never bait. Good. I always say, like, if you watch my channel for a long, I'll just stop it. Do what you want. And you'll see I always say never bait, and then I bait sometimes too. There's certain scenarios that I think are worth baiting, and then there's certain scenarios I don't think are worth baiting. I think in this scenario, you need to do one of 2 things. You grab that shield, or you try and fight for switch. Because I think those are what you want to do with this team. So baiting there is kind of like a risky situation. Now you have the triple fire. You get the fire. Now you're triple weak to fire. I don't know what these moves are. Just a disarming voice. Fine. I've got to imagine if they have a Mantine on the front, they have 2 answers to electric in the back. We'll see. Mantine comes back in. There's your second answer. Yeah, that's not surprising. They can just full farm down, and you can shield, but there's no point. They could just counter you down. Yeah, it's tricky. I would not. I'm showcasing because a couple reasons. One, if viewers submit battles and they're like different teams, I will showcase because I want to see like different teams in action. 2, content. I need content. But man, I don't know about this team. I wouldn't run this team. Shielding up a side shock. Out comes a Quagsire. So, you got to stay in this matchup now. This is why you want to try and draw out stuff like that. So you're lucky to let this go because at this point, you could shield. Yeah, I actually don't even hate the shields because if it's stone, it's just going to take you out and you'll just keep switch here. I'm surprised you're not getting into something like Magnezone here. Just get into Magnezone. Get ahead on energy. Yeah. Get ahead on energy. Resist the moves. Keep your Ninetales alive. So get that down. Out comes a Poliwrath. Yeah, again, not worth the bait here when you have a Galv in the back. So the question is, how much health do you... do you force do you force their energy on the Ninetales, or do you just come straight? I think this is the right, because they're Shadow and you're Shadow Galv. So I think if you came in with your Shadow Galv, they could one-shot you and then maybe take out the Ninetales. So I think forcing them to dump the energy is probably the right move. Okay, so good lead. Probably worth a shield. I think it's now worth just going Weather Ball. The question is, they baited. Are you going to commit 2 shields and try and farm here? What was on the front? Annihilate. You could get your Galv on the Annihilate. Just commit to the 2 shields. Farm down. They double Aerial Ace. Can they get to a 3rd Aerial Ace here? No. Pidgeot. Go straight Galv. This is still neutral because you're half bug. And you essentially just gave away your... I would have come Magnezone. I was about to say, you have 2 options. I think you did the one option you can't do. I think you have 2 options. You either stay Ninetales, throw Weather Ball, and then align your Magnezone on this. So that way when the Annihilate comes in, you have your Galvantula. Or you can just instant swap Magnezone. If you want to save Ninetales Charm, you instant swap Magnezone, to this Volt Switch. If they then come in with Annihilate, you have some energy. You can Mirror Shot Volt Switch combo. That will get some health down. They'll have to throw to take you out. Or maybe they farm, but if they farm, you come Ninetales. That energy will be dumped on Ninetales, and then your Galvantron 3. I think you did the one thing that you can't do. You still may work out here because, you know, these charms are really going to add up, but they could potentially just force the farm down here, come out with some energy, throw blindly at whatever comes in here. If it's a Night Slash, you have a chance. If it's a Shadow Ball, you're done, because now you can probably Wing Attack down. Yeah, I think you did the one thing to... Sorry. I think you did the one thing to lose this matchup. I think this matchup was yours for the taking. You either, again, staying with Ninetales, then you have your Magnezone on your Pidgeot, and then a line Galvantula there, or you instant swap Magnezone, get head on energy there, force them out, have energy there, and then stuff that. I think that was your one lose card. Powder Snow. Just going for the straight Charm down, coming out with energy. Again, this is very, very risky, right? This is probably just another Weather Ball. You can let it go, but they grabbed one shield. They're going to chip here, resist it or not. Take you to the yellow. Let's see what they're going to come in with. Now you're blind swapping. You don't even know what it is yet. Oh, my man. My man. What are you doing? And now your backline's screwed and you're down a shield. It's going to go back to back. This is double resisted, right? Mirror Shot's a crap move, but this is double resisted, so this is not going to do anything. Maybe you can Charm and Weather Ball combo the rest of this, but this has some energy too. And Charm and Dragon Tail are about 3-turn moves, so they're just going to get a full turn in here. There's not much you can do about that. This will probably grab a shield because they got energy, so they're going to want to throw some of these Psyshocks at you, or Psychic Fangs at you. Hopefully you get to another one. Yeah, your best case scenario is that you force this out here. And they double shield. You both swap into, so lunge. I still think you need to shield this. I don't think this Shadow, does it take out? No. I think you need to shield this anyways. And then they're going to have to dump some energy on you, because you got a lot of it. You got a lot of health, so they have to dump like a Crunch or Psychic Fangs. I don't know if Psychic Fangs is enough to take out from this range. I know Galva's, yeah, they have to dump a Crunch. And now it is a Dragon Tail down. Yeah. I think you stay, like, first of all, this team is very, very risky. This I don't mind staying in with a bit, but if you have the double electric in the back, this is just Shadow Ball. You now have to shield. Like, a lot of times you're just trying to, it's triple axle too, so then they get into for Alligator. This is resisted. When you have two electrics, look, you can go back and watch my, because now they're going to one-shot you here. You can go back and watch my double steel team with Empoleon and who was my other steel? I forget who my other steel was. Anyways, it's just 15 minutes of me saying I played like crap and I should not run ABB style teams, and I don't know what I'm doing. This is a pretty close second. And I appreciate the submission. But man, like, if you are gonna run a double electric that can just get like walled, you know what? I don't even mind chipping. I don't even mind chipping the Frostlass and stuff like that. But then you need to like try again. You're gonna win anyways here. I don't care about whether you win or lose or not. It's like how you play the team. And again, there's tons of flaws in the team. I've already gone over those. But if you're gonna run a style team like this, I don't mind you chipping with Charm and then bailing into something like Magnezone or Galvantula. The problem is when you run, and this is just team comp here, when you run something like a Charmer on the lead and you want to like Charm and then either Charm, you have two options here. You have a Charmer on the lead. Go look at my first A Ninetales team that I put out Go put out, yeah, go look at my 8 Ninetales team where I first put out, because it is, actually, let me just bring it up here. Thank you to the 20, what is it, 16 of you, 26 of you who are still around this late in the game. Let me look at my, because I put out an A Ninetales at the beginning. Yeah, so it was Wobbuffet and Gligar. And that is essentially, again, don't use Wobbuffet because Wobbuffet was not good in this meta, but it's the same concept. So like if this was Open Great League, I would use something like Lickitung and Gligar. And basically the concept is you had a bulky Charmer. If you want to stay on, you have two options. You can just stay on the lead, play it out, shield with the Charm, and try and keep switch. And that way you have a, in this case was Wobbuffet as a fighter and Gligar as a flyer to take out the back. But you also have like two somewhat bulky Pokemon, so Lickitung or Wobbuffet there, to absorb that damage, right? So you use your shields on Ninetales, chip and stuff like that. And if you need to, you have a save swap to go to. You don't have a save swap. If you burn shields on Ninetales, your Galvantula and Magnezone are so glassy that they're just going to be run out here. And then none of them are safe. So like when you're running double electric teams that can just get walled by like Steelix and stuff like that, you need to try and draw one out and get killed. But you need to try and draw one out, which you didn't do a lot of the time. So thank you for this mission. I appreciate this mission. Just a few things that like if you're going to run this concept of team, just to think about when you do it. Anyways, thanks for the submission. If you have any other submissions, what day is this? I was gonna say submit below, but there's really no time for me to cover any more Great League Remix because this is going up Wednesday afternoon, and then I'll probably already have 2 videos for Thursday, and then League turnovers on Friday. But next week is Catch Cup. So if you have any Catch Cup teams that you play with, please submit in the link below, because I was even just looking through my, there's 2 Catch Cups. There's a Little League 500 CP and there's a 1500 CP. And I just did an age 70 lower than 1500 CP. And it's going to be Annihilate plus 2 others. And it's going to be a stretch to grab 2 others for me. So it's going to be tough for me to find teams there. So if you have teams, please submit them. If not, it's going to be a lot of like the history of stuff because it's going to be a rough week. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.